to do a quick live stream. I'm in this little cubby here. So, and of course, I left my long tripod in my cabin, and I didn't feel like going back up to get it. So I said, well, I'm just gonna do a quick live stream because I'm not gonna be on here very long. But I wanted to say hello to everybody from the Disney Dream. I don't know who's gonna be here because I didn't announce anything. So this is just a pop-up live, just to let you guys know how things are going. Again, this is my first time, my first cruise on Disney, and it's only been one day, but I'm having a pretty good time so far. So I just thought I'd do a quick little pop-up. And I mean, just to chime in and answer any questions and let you know what I have planned. So I am on the Disney Dream. This is just a 4-day, it's a maritime cruise. So of course it has the Christmas theme. And we are going to, well, today we are in Nassau. And of course you see I'm still on the ship. So I didn't get off in Nassau. And tomorrow we are going to go to Lookout Key. So I've been watching, I watched Parker's on the Go. Oh, my glasses are straight. Let me take these off. So yeah, I've been looking at Parker's on the Go. So I saw their vlogs and got their messages or their comments on Lookout Key. So I know to watch out for the bees. But yeah, so I'm just going to here for a quick little live, but I see some chats coming in. So let me go to the chat. Parker's on the Go. Hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hey, friend. Welcome in. And Regina. Hey, Sig. Looking forward to hearing my first impressions. Yeah, I'll get into that in just a second because I had a first full day. You see a smile on my face. So, so that should mean something. All right, let's see, Regina's saying hello, and Margaret Logan is here. Good morning, Margaret, how are you this morning? And all right, so I'll get right into it. So this is like my, well, this was, yesterday, of course, was Embarcation Day. And I'll just start from the beginning, getting to the port. Of course, I live in Hollywood, Florida, so I'm very close to the port. So just a 30-minute drive or so. Had a very nice Uber driver who subscribed to my channel. Lyft driver, I think I took Lyft. But it was cool. We were chatting about, you know, cruising and everything. And so I gave him a couple cards and he subscribed to my channel. So that was pretty cool. Got there, and now I didn't, of course, you know, I had a lot of things going on, so I didn't have time to really pre-plan. So I'm looking all over for my documents. I'm texting Siobhan like, hey, where are the documents? I cannot find the documents. And of course, I already saved it to my wallet. So I used that to get on board. Easy peasy, just breezed right through. I got there when they were first starting the boarding process. They were on boarding group number 1. I was boarding group number 9. And during that meantime, of course, I'm, you know, like taking some, you know, snapshots or taking pictures and trying to get the process together so I can vlog and post to Instagram, things like that. So, so a lot going on. But it was a great process, and then I got right on board and immediately went to the Enchanted, what is it, the Enchanted Garden, the restaurant. I didn't want to deal with cabanas coming on board and the crowd, usually the crowds for Embarcation Day. So I wanted to avoid the buffet. So I went to the dining room and had a very, very nice lunch. It was so good. And I had grilled chicken and I had a seafood gumbo soup, and then some sliced, the salmon. The salmon was so good. It was like sliced salmon with, you know, they put lemon, and I had like a little horseradish sauce. It was so good. I need to find that so I can get that again because it was really, really good. All right, let me jump back in the chat for a little bit. Game Changer, hey, how are you? What's up, Cheryl and chat family? I am doing fine. I hope you're doing fine this Friday morning. Um, Parker's gonna go. I hope you had a better start than we did. Well, my start, yeah, I got off to a pretty good start, other than trying to find the document that I had already saved, so I can get on the ship. See, Michelle Moss, hey, how are you? Welcome in, welcome in. And let's see. I see everybody's talking to each other. You learn from, yes, I learned from your mistakes. So I was so happy to see that you came on the dream before I did. So yeah, so I cut down on a few mistakes. So let me see. Hey, hey Nathan, 808 State. Always good to see you. All right. So, okay, so let me see, what did I do after lunch? Of course, then we had the muster drill. And I see Dave Perry saying, hey, is it expensive to sell solo on Disney? Yes, it is. It is expensive to sell solo on Disney because Disney is it's a little costlier than other ships anyway. And then of course going solo, they don't have solo cabins, and if they did, they would probably cost the same anyway. And you do have to pay double occupancy. So unless you find, just like any other cruise line, unless you find a deal, yeah, it's going to be kind of costly. And I'm going to get into everything, the costs and everything that I paid, for this cruise on the vlog. I didn't use a travel agent rate or anything. So I paid the regular rate that anybody else would. And also it's, more expensive. And plus, this is the Maritime cruise. So Christmas time is, so it's a holiday cruise. That makes it, even a little bit more expensive. But the question is, it's like, one of the things that I want to explore, that I'm exploring while I'm here, for adults, adults who want to go solo, and especially if you like Disney, you're into Disney, is it worth it to cruise Disney solo, paying double occupancy? Do they have enough for adults, and is it truly adult? Because there are so many kids on the ship. So when they have adult only areas, does it really stay adult only, or do kids wander off in the area? So it's just like an area for the ship, the entire ship anyway. So that's what I'm going to explore and find out. I did go to the adult lounge last night. They had I guess adult only, and that's one thing. In the app, I did notice that they listed things as, who is it for? Is it for kids? Is it for everybody? Is it adult only? So they do have events in the app, listed as adult only. So I'm trying to go to most of those and just hang out and experience it. So last night I went to, I'm actually back here now. This is like the adult area, and I found this little cubby. This is like on the outside, and it looks like, I'm thinking these are like two Mickey ears, because there's one on the other side too. But so there's like several different lounges here. What is it? Evolution. That's the club. There's Skyline and a couple district something, but a couple of little adult lounges here. So last night I went to, they had a game that was like, kind of like, name that tune, or where they call it snippet or something. They play a little bit of the music, and they had, people, whoever wanted to volunteer to play the game, you had to guess what the game was. They had two different teams. So I sat and watched that. That was nice. Just to sit back and have something to watch. And then, what else did they have? They had, after that was, this is funny. They had the quest game, and they called it the Dream Quest. And Parker's on the Go. I don't know if you guys saw that or sat into that. So It's, Quest is the same Quest game that's on the other ships, but I will say this was the most. It was a Disney friendly Quest game, so nothing, out there, nothing risque or something. I mean, they just had some oddball items or had people running around, but yeah, it's not the same Quest that you're going to have on Icon or Carnival, but it was still fun to just kind of sit back and watch. And then after that, that's when they played music and had the nightclub going, but there was no people because most of the adults had left after that. So I don't know if these were like adults that had their kids on board and maybe they got a break, or somebody's watching the kids and they came out for a little adult time. But when it came time for the club, there was like maybe a couple of people sitting at some tables and they were playing music. I'm at one table, but I would say there were probably about 10 people in there, and everybody was just sitting down and, kind of drinking or socializing or something like that. So I left. So unless there was something happening after I left, yeah, it's not a club environment. So if you're an adult, of course, looking for like, a party type ship, but it's kind of like I kind of expected that and I knew that going in. So, okay, let me get back to the chat. So Dave Perry, okay, I answered that. And hey, keeping up with the Griffins. Hey, hello, how are you? Welcome in, welcome in. Hello, hello, Cheryl, and happy Friday. And saying hello to everyone. So Lee Davis, you have to pay double occupancy even though you're only one person in the room. Yes, and that's common. That's on most ships, unless they have solo cabins where the cabin is made for one person, and you're paying the price. But often, even in that case, the price is nearly the same, and sometimes even more than you would pay if you were in a regular double occupancy room. And I say this all the time, just in case people are looking or watching later. If you're looking at a solo cabin, just price it for the same cabin as double occupancy to make sure that you're not paying more for a smaller cabin. But yes, you still have to pay for two people because that's how they price them, based on two people in a room. So, all right. So let me see. Dave Perry, I was on the Dream 12 years ago as a group and loved it. Would love to go again, but solo. Oh yeah. So far, like this is only day 2, and this is my first Disney cruise. And I'm having a good time so far. But like I said, it's only day 1. But and I think, oh yeah, I went to. I'm sorry, I'm skipping around, but I did go to the Golden Mickeys, and that, I mean, to me, if you're into, because it had a little bit of old school Disney. I'm more old school Disney from growing up back in the day. Looking at like the old school, the classics, the Snow White, the Cinderella, all of that, Bambi, and the old Mickey Mouse Club in black and white. Yeah, I used to watch that. So they had a little bit of that in there, plus the new school. I'm calling it the new school Disney. It was a mixture of that, and it was just, to me, it was exciting. It gets you hyped up. It's like Disney is like a happy feeling. So it was very nice. It was fun. Now at our show, they had technical difficulties, and I love the way that they handled, it was an unplanned issue. So probably midway through the show, the curtain got stuck. So it was like halfway, and they couldn't get it to go back up. So they worked on it. They came out, told everybody, hey, what's going on? And, they were working on it, troubleshooting. So it was taking longer, I guess, than expected. So they brought someone out who actually who actually started trivia. So asking people questions, just to keep people engaged, so they kept working on it, and finally, yeah, it went back up. But it was just nice to see the way that they, handled issues they got it to go back up and then continued on, with the show. So that was it was quite interesting the way they, like had a plan B already. So, and let me see, let me go back. Okay, Parker's on the go. Yeah, we watched. It was Disney. Well, yeah, very Disney friendly, but it was still fun to watch. Okay. Yep, no people. They had kids. All right, and I see LF McKinley. Hey, how are you? Welcome in. Welcome into the chat. Love the ears. Thank you. Do you have a pair for each day? No, I only have a small collection because I only started this year. So I have, what do I have? Three. And I brought two with me. I haven't been to the stores yet here to see if there's something else that I want to get. But yeah, I'm starting my collection. All right. Hey Kaya. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome in. And hey, my cruising family, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you guys for coming. I know I had no notice. I just thought I'd pop up. I'm actually kind of hungry, so I'm waiting on lunch to begin. I am going to go to Cabanas for lunch, but I said, well, let me hurry up and do just a quick pop-up live, and then after lunch I plan on doing some editing. Oh, but speaking of that, so I didn't get into dinner. So being solo, of course, you have assigned tables, and the table assignment that I had, it was small. It was a table of four, and it looks like they put solo cruisers together because the other lady who I dined with, she was also a solo cruiser. So it was just two of us at the table. I don't know if there's going to be others. Maybe another person didn't join us the first night, so we'll see on the rest of the rotation if anyone else joins us. But we had a good chat. Her name is Maria, and she's from Norway. So we had a good time just chatting. I mean, the whole dinner and everything. And afterwards, we went to the Christmas tree lighting. We kind of separated after that, but it was good to meet another solo cruiser, and she has an interesting story because she's been cruising, or she's been traveling for the past 3 weeks, and she just jumped off Fantasy and came on this cruise. So it was an interesting chat. So of course, she sailed Disney before, so I got some of her. She gave me some tips and everything, and shared her experience. So that was pretty good. Let me see. Okay, I'm going back through the chat. Okay. Peter, you're hopping on from work, and hope you're enjoying your first Disney cruise. Yes, I actually am. I'm having a good time. Like I said, it's day one. I'm on the Disney Dream, and today we are in Nassau, and tomorrow we're going to Lookout Key, and then we have a sea day at the end, and I love having my sea days at the end, and then it's back home. And this is my last cruise of the year. And Image Family Adventures, hello Raquel, how are you? Welcome in. And very nice that they put solo cruisers together. Yeah, I thought that was very nice, because that was one thing that I was worried about, because usually I don't do the dining room, but of course I wanted to experience it here on Disney, the rotation and everything, and I was worried about like maybe being put with a family or something like that. So but it was nice that it was another solo cruiser there. Let me see. All right. Oh, Raquel, thank you so much for joining and becoming a member. And I didn't. I'm sorry, I didn't acknowledge my other members, Kiki and Parker's on the go. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for joining the membership. And let me go through. Dave Perry, I want to sit with a family. Oh, you want to sit with a family and kids? So much laughter and fun. You should try it. Of course, I would try it just to try, something different. But I will say, even being on a ship as an adult with no kids, it is very refreshing to see, kids' reactions to things and to see them, so excited. I mean, it's that's one thing that I can say that's really kind of cute. You kind of enjoy just watching the kids, and how excited that they get and everything. So, let me see. Okay, and Disney is a great way to wrap up the year. Yes, Disney is a great way to wrap the year in more than one ways. Yes, this is my first Disney cruise, and I'm so excited. I'm having a lot of fun. But with Disney, I have, uh, I'm excited about this. So with Disney, this completes my, I guess, tour of all of the major or the contemporary cruise lines. So I have sailed, well, actually 10 different cruise lines. So all of the majors, the Carnival, the Royal, Holland, Virgin. Who else? I can even name them all. Even Margaritaville at Sea. So I'm excited now. Disney, wraps up. I would say the major 10 lines or 9 lines, depending on if you consider Margaritaville at Sea one of the one of the majors. So I have solo experience on all of the lines. So that's something that I'm really excited about. I didn't think to even consider that. Well, my first 25 cruises were with Carnival. And then I started to venture out, and I think, what did I do? The first one that I did, I think, was Royal after that. And I know I did Virgin. And after that, I was like, well, let me try to, go solo on all of the lines just to experience them and see what they're like, see what the differences are. And there are, differences between the lines. For a solo experience, there are some that I probably wouldn't repeat, or I would say there's none that I hate, or I would not. I take that back. I wouldn't say that I wouldn't repeat all the cruise lines. I would go again, if like for the right itinerary or something. But there are some that I would say that I prefer, over others. Of course, now I would say Celebrity is my favorite, and but yeah, so Celebrity is my favorite, and I think Princess is probably going to come in at number 2 for me now, which I did not expect. And then Carnivals, I still have room in my heart for Carnival, so that's going to be my number 3. But this has been a very this has been a very good year, and an eye-opening year, and a year of just being able to experience so much in cruising. So I'm excited about it. All right, so let me get back to the chat. 'Cause like I said, I'm not gonna stay here long. Oh yeah, and I always forget to say this. So hey, if you are watching, if you can give me a thumbs up, I would very much appreciate it. Let me see. And okay, so your favorite couple. Hey, your favorite couple. Let me see. Yes, sea days are at the end. Yeah, sea day at the end. Um, it's a huge perk. I hate port days on the last day. Yeah, and usually from my experience so far, when there's a private island, they like to, well, I guess some of the itineraries that I picked, they will put the private island on the last day, which, ooh, I'm sorry if let me move this over. I hope I'm not giving you guys a lot of static or anything. But yeah, I hate when that private island is on the last day. I'd rather do a sea day on the last day. All right, let me see. All right, everybody's speaking to each other. Yes. All right. And my cruising family, I was happy my solo Disney cruise was right when cruising was coming back. I remember I watched it. So there were still precautions, and I sat at my dining table alone. Oh, really? Okay, I don't remember that, but that should have been great. And that's one thing I didn't check, and I was going to ask, but I didn't check to see if they had um, like tables for two that were kind of secluded away from everybody else. But I think I did see tables for two, but it was like they were so close to the other tables that it really didn't matter. But take some time getting used to at first. But I loved it. Oh, I would have loved that right off the bat. All right. Okay, very nice. You hopped around quite a bit. Yes, and I achieved the goal. Yeah, and it was a goal that I didn't set out to do it at the beginning. It was like kind of, I think, like, I don't know, kind of like March, April or something. When I noticed that I was kind of close to that, so I said, well, let me just go ahead and see if I can book the other ships, and just to get that experience. Experience from 10 different cruise lines is, yeah, and of course I plan to vlog about that and just compare the experiences as well. So I'm definitely going to do a vlog on that. Day period, my first solo is in May. Oh, on Princess, Princess to Alaska, that's going to be nice. I think when I do Alaska, I want to do Princess as well. So, hey, congratulations on your first solo cruise, and one on Princess to Alaska. That is going to be very, very nice. All right, guys. Well, I'm at the end of the chat, so like I said, I wasn't going to stay on here long, and I'm hungry, so I'm getting ready to go out to Cabanas and see what's on the buffet. But thank you guys for joining me. And if you haven't, if you can hit the thumbs up on the way out. I don't know if I'm going to go live again, but if I do, it'll probably be the last day, the C day. But thank you guys for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your Friday, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.